alaikum salam. Barkan ku da zuwa. Kun zo gida lafiya?
When we want to go to any village, we first consult Sarki, that is the leader of that village. It is very important because he has a say and people listen to him.
Batun ilimin yara mata shine muka zo mu magana game da sabon safe space din da za a bude saboda mu taimaka musu yanda za su iya komawa makaranta.
We first explain to him our mission and vision and why and how we want to execute that program.
To ai na wancan makaranta na gidan mai jinkai ina ce duk irin shi ne.
Irin shi ne. Ko? Irin shi ne.
They always ask why not boys? Why is the emphasis on girls? And what we normally tell them is for them to be able to weigh by themselves the difference in their own community, the level of education of boys compared to girls. And at the end, you find them saying, yes, it is true that the girls need to be supported because they are the most vulnerable.
They are also looking at the way we are relating to them. We respect them. The first time we see them, we used to be a little bit shy. Not that we are shy, but we have to show them that we are a little bit shy to talk to them. We just do like this. This is what we want. This is what we respectfully, so that they will listen to us.
Kamar yadda nake faɗa muku cewa dama muna da yara da yawa wanda yake ba sa yin karatu. To saboda haka in muka samu wannan taimako a gare ku za a taimaka musu to za mu ji daɗi sosai.
So that's what we normally do. We don't force them. We said, if you don't like, then we will leave you. We'll go to the next place. After that, he will call the imams, the scholars. Then we will sit down and explain to them. Then they will ask us questions. The first thing we did is to tell them the importance of girl-child education with all the facts in the Quran and with all the facts in the Hadith, and discuss with them in detail until we convince them.
Shi addinin musulunci addini ne na ilimi, kuma akwai ayoyi da hadisai wanda suka karfafa cewa lallai a zabura a nemi ilimi fiye da komi. Aya ta farko ma wanda ta fara sauka ga manzon Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam ita ce ikra, ka tashi yi karatu, mace dai ko namiji dai duka fafata, nemi ilimi.
So after the discussion, they will go back to their various mosques. They will tell them that we have so people, this is what they want, and this is what we have discussed, and we have agreed. So you should tell your spouses that this is our decision and will be accepted wholeheartedly in the area. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Muna farin ciki da haɗuwa ku a nan saboda mu tattauna matsalolin da suke damun mu dangane da ilimin 'ya'ya mata.
We now invite the community leaders and the religious leaders to a workshop where the main aim is for them to go through the curriculum, for us to explain what the safe space model is all about, and for them to understand what will be mentored in the safe space.
This curriculum for the girls, we will translate it in the local language so that they will understand it. We discuss at length each and every topic. Anywhere they see that this is sensitive, we don't want it, then we'll say, how would you like us to replace it? A yau za mu tattauna ne a game da al'adar mata. Idan kun duba takarda ta farko, shine akan al'ada. Sometimes we encounter some resistance from the religious leaders, and mostly it's about sex education. They will say, you are not going to spoil our children. To tell them about sex, how can you discuss this? So we will explain to them, if we leave girls with misinformation, they can become what they don't want them to become. We'll tell them that they will see it outside without any explanation. They will want to practice. So it's better for us to tell them the truth so that there is no any misinformation. Menstruation, also, they said, oh, this is awful. How can you talk about this in the public? This is a secret. That's how they take it. Well, it's culture. They don't want to talk about anything private. We tell them that this is a reality and it is what God has created woman. Because you want her to procreate. So how can you leave her in a condition that she may not know how to take care of herself? So we tactfully tell them these things. Then they will agree.
We tell them, if you see girls going to school, the girls have dreams and hopes for their futures, and they are not wayward. They try as much as possible to do what is expected of them as educated girls. When you ask the girls in various interviews, they will say, I want an education, I want to become somebody so that I can help my family and my society or my community. And so the issue of getting pregnant out of wedlock, honestly, it's very rare.
To farko dai muna jin daɗi kuma muna samun ci gaba sosai musamman 'ya'yanmu. Bayan haka kuma saboda jin daɗin wannan tallafi da ya zo mana shine yasa garin suka yanke shawara suka zo muka yi aikin gayya muka gina wannan ajujuwa guda 4 muka ba wannan ƙungiya tana karatu a ciki.
They give their input as much as possible for success in the community. And if there are any challenges, they already know. So they will be able to support us as we move on.
They are like our fathers now. So now there is no shy. You see us talking to them, laughing. And they believe in us, they have faith in us. We were able to face them and say, this is our problem, we want you to solve this problem. And they will solve it.
Ni a matsayina na limamin juma'a na garin, to suna ganin misali ta wajena don ga yarinya ta babbar. An mata aure tun tana shekara 20. Kuma lokacin tana cikin karatu. Bai aurenta bai hana ta yi karatu ba, karatun bai hana auren ba.
Maganar aure irin na da ko ba shi yanzu saboda kowace yarinya tana karatu kuma ba za a nemi aure da ita ba sai ta kai zangon wannan karatu. Wani kuma saboda ana son karatu yakan ci yana son yarinya amma zai iya haƙuri, wani ma yakan ci shi an mishi alƙawari idan yarinyan ta yi aure ta zo ɗaki za ta ci gaba da karatu, akan yi a rubuce sa hannu ya yadda.
Their own major challenge mostly is, will this project affect the way their culture is or the way the religion is?
Some people, they don't know the Quran and they were not well informed about it. They don't know actually what the religion says about education. So that is why, they resist. Sometimes they might be conservatives. They don't want change. There is nowhere where Quran or Hadith says that a woman should not read or should not have education. The biggest challenge is to find somebody among us to be able to interpret the right interpretation of the Holy Quran and Hadith. They may not accept if they are not convinced, and if they know that you don't know what you are doing. So they will say you are coming to tell us rubbish and you are going to misguide our people. The Quran used a general term that all of us, men and women, should seek for education. And the interpretation from the Hadith, what the Prophet ﷺ said, he said, look for education, even if it is in China. He said, طَلَبَ الْإِلْمُ فَرِيضَةٌ عَلَى كُلِّ مُسْلِمٍ وَمُسْلِمَةٍ. That education is compulsory upon male and female. So that's why we find it difficult. If you don't know Quran, you don't know Hadith, they can easily misguide you. And sometimes it's the selfish interest, not that they don't know the interpretation of that particular surah. No, because of their attitude towards women. They want them to be at one corner without resistance. It is also in the Quran which says that Inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa unsa. We have created you male and female. Waja'alnakum shu'uban wa qaba'ila. And we created you nations and races. Waja'alnakum shu'uban wa qaba'ila lita'arafu. To know one another, to know each other. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. The best among you is the best in faith. That's what God says. Whether male or female, if you are a human being, you are equal in the sight of God. Only in faith, and only God knows who is better in faith, not human being. So that is it. Towards the end, they will be so happy and will be saying, please continue with the good thing you are doing. So, and also the impact, they have seen the impact on their girls. So that also helped in this non-resistance now, because the whole communities, their girls are moving forward, not backward. So they will accept us wholeheartedly because they have seen the impact with their neighbors.
The religious leaders now understand that, for example, in Islam, the emphasis on education is much more, because it is like stronger than emphasis on marriage. So they believe that no matter what, a girl needs education for her to be able to be a success in her marriage.
To ba mu da yadda za mu yi mu ciyar da karatun yaya matan nan gaba, sai da Allah ya kawo ku kuka ce za ku ilmantar mana da yaranmu wadda da ba su samu haka ba. Wannan shine ya samu ka ji daɗi.
They themselves now, when you interview maybe a community leader or a religious leader, you find them saying that they have that sense of fulfillment, that their girls are becoming who they want the girls to be. And I think it's a two-way thing. We are there, they are there, and we support one another. And that respect for one another is very important, and it is there for us. We respect them, and they respect us.